Okay, I think. Look at my mail. Wow, the PPA. Okay. Yeah. Or not PPA. What is this? Toll by plate. Anyway, I'm live on both platforms right now. I'm just trying to make sure I am set up in a way that feels comfortable. I'm just getting back from doing Uber Eats deliveries because a girl gotta do what a girl gotta do. A girl gotta make some moolah because that is the world that we live in. And I'm just gonna play some music to get us going. Some vibes. I'm gonna have the song repeat a bit. Yeah, I have like all these cards still here on the table from last week's tarot live, but this is for meditation tonight. So if anyone's new on here, um, feel free to join in on meditation tonight and breathwork. These are cards from last week. I'm not doing tarot reading. I'm sorry. I know people are gonna come in and think I'm doing tarot, but it's tarot Tuesdays are bi-weekly, so we're currently on the off week for the tarot. So feel free to come in and you can get relaxed for some meditation. Get yourself set up, cozy, comfortable, light some incense, anything you need. And I'm just gonna take a moment to take a bite of my bagel because I haven't eaten for hours. So give me a moment to do that. But if you're watching this after it's live, then feel free to just skip ahead to the part where we're already doing the breath work. So give me a moment. How's everyone doing? I would love to know. Not actually, I do. Am I the only one who's messy and chaotic right now? Whew, okay. Yeah, your girl's hungry. I need to get some food. Oh my god, look at this. My egg fell off with my bagel. Oh, so hungry. Okay. Okay. It's gonna be a shorter live stream tonight. I need to eat food, but I wanted to make sure I show up this week. You know, I canceled last week. How's everyone feeling? Feel free to share how you're doing, if anything's going on for you. For me, life has been insane. I mean, there's good things. There's good things. I don't know, rekindling with a friend. Um, you know, I'm grateful that my fridge has food. Stuff like that, and trying to reconnect with someone that you didn't think you really would be close to again. Stuff like that. It's like a range of things, but there's also challenges. I know a lot of us are going through challenges too. So feel free to share how you're doing. Life has been so chaotic and messy. I just got home from doing deliveries, but I just didn't have a choice, but to sort of do that. I mean, did I say I didn't have a choice? But um, just money is the thing of this world, so gotta do the do. Gotta do the do. I have a lot of thoughts on that. I feel like also resting is like just like part of our intro here. I feel like resting is the greatest revenge as well toward the government and the society that hold us back. It's like you thriving, whatever that looks like for you, and you resting when the system wants us to like overwork ourselves. I think that is honestly like, chef's kiss, being able to rest. And not gonna lie, like I'm not doing the greatest job at that right now. It's like I know that as well. But honestly, no, I am, I guess I'm about to be resting now with you guys. So yeah, let me know if that resonates with you and what you're going through too. And there's just so much I feel like. I apologize in advance if I end up not being in like the highest of vibes or anything. And also, I want to say like this song that's playing right now is like going to be my new intro song. Me and my best friend Eden, one of my best friends, we're gonna like do this song over because this is not my voice on it. But she's like, I want to do it over for your voice to be on it since you play at the beginning of your live streams. Like this can be like your theme song. So we're trying to record it over and make it more interesting or something. And with my voice instead of just, I don't know whose voice this is honestly. I think it's a real person, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was some sample that she got. But anyway, you're Shay. Hey Shay, how are you, Shay? Hearts, hearts. Got cards sticking to my arms. Oh, nice to see you. Thanks for popping in here. And I'm sorry if you had to came in last week and or come into the live last week and I just like um wasn't having it happen. There was a lot. I could explain that story at the end of the live if anyone wants to hear why I wasn't here. It's a bit overwhelming. Yeah, I'm like super itchy since Friday. Oh, really? Okay, you have an autoimmune. Okay, an autoimmune. Autoimmune. Ooh, can't speak right now. Autoimmune disease that causes it. Oh wow. Okay. But thank you for sharing that. 'Cause I know it's a vulnerable place to be in, but it could inspire someone to, inspire someone else to know that okay, they're not alone. They're pushing through. If you're pushing through, they can push through. I'm curious, is if you want to share, I'm like wondering, is it lupus or is it like a different kind of autoimmune? You don't have to share if you don't want to. Someone named Nomo Hideo. Let me know if I mispronounced your name. I'm sorry if I did. What am I eating? I was eating it was a bagel with it's lactose free cream cheese because I don't know. I have to be lactose free. I get a little gassy if I eat lactose. So lactose free with like one egg and then it also has spinach on it. So yeah, you just reminded me. I'm gonna take a bite. This was like in my lunch bag as I was doing deliveries the past few hours, and I'm so hungry. It's pretty good. I love the cream cheese because it's just I don't know, there's something about the texture I really like about it. But these days I honestly use like plant based cream cheese too. But just still has milk basically. It's just lactose free. Okay. Hopefully I inspired you to have an idea or something for like lunch or breakfast. Hello to those on TikTok as well. I know I get a lot of people that pop in and out, so I don't really know who to say hello to. Hi, hi, hi. Um, Shay said, I now hit up the food pantry regularly. Which one? I know there's probably like a lot, right? Now, which I hope so. That would be good as communities supporting each other, having food, sharing with each other. We need 4 days of work and 3 days of rest. Honestly, yeah, that sounds legit. 4 days of work, 3 days of rest. Or how about even 3 days of work and 4 days of rest? Honestly, yeah. I mean, even for just 4 days on, 3 days off would be good. Because it just doesn't feel like you can have like as much time to still get things done. Mm. Or honestly, it should just be whatever the heck you want it to be. If you don't want to work 4 days, if you want to work 2 days a week and rest 5 days a week, that should be possible, depending on what you're doing. So I'm gonna play a different song. I know that it's repetitive, but I love it though. Okay. Mm, you're only human. Yes, I am. Well, actually, no. I want to like contradict that one. I'm more than human. We're all more than human. We're spirits living a human experience. We're souls living a human experience. And I try to remember that part. That part we can forget about easily, you know? We're not only human, we're multidimensional beings, honestly. And I know people could disagree with that, and that's okay if you just don't know about it. But I have, just from various things I've seen and experienced in the past year, like I feel that it's important for me to emphasize that we are multi-dimensional beings. And we're not only human, but it's good to remember that we are living a human experience and we're doing the best that we can, and we don't have to expect ourselves to be superhuman in any actual particular way, but that the magic comes, honestly, I say mostly that magic comes from our own perseverance in a day-to-day life. So that's what the cool part is, I think. When you can really sit down and just pause for a sec, like I was finally able to just do now, coming home into this live stream. This is like my rest right now. I feel like, just constantly being on the go. And I feel like right now, this is like a rest. It's sort of like work too, because I feel like it sort of feels like I have to perform, but it's in a way that feels natural to me. So I don't know. Just speaking to people. Hey, Ninquai. Hello, hello. How are you? Listening while I dye my hair. Yes. Hell yeah. I love that. What color are you dyeing your hair? If you want to let me know. I know your hands are probably busy dyeing the hair. Happy summer. Yes, yes. I'm just grateful that it's warm and not cold personally. Even though it's super rainy, but it was a good time to do deliveries during the rainy times. EPGA. What's that stand for? EPGA? Let's see. Oh, because she was saying no, because you were apologizing. Okay. But it's just saying, like, you saying you're only human. Yeah, yeah. Like, you aren't perfect. No need to apologize. Yeah, 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 yeah. I know. I actually went super, like, in depth into that. I didn't have to. I feel like it's my neurodivergence making me, like, politically correct kind of thing, whatever. But yeah, it doesn't have to be that, like, taken to that context. I see what you mean now. I thought that for just a second, and then I just was like, I don't know. My brain attached more to wanting to talk about it too, because I do feel like it's that time, that like humanity starts remembering that we are multidimensional. We're not just one layer of existing, and the fact that we even have thoughts and feelings, like there's something to that, like it's in a realm that we can't even see, you know. And our breath we can't see either, unless you're like in cold weather and you're like the fog coming out of your mouth and stuff. Um, and you sort of see the breath there. You see the oxygen there. Um, Thank you. I appreciate you sharing. Yeah, I'm just apologizing because I don't know. It's like I pushed it back. I pushed the live stream back last week, and then I also ended up canceling it. And I don't know. I like to be at least consistent with that because I know there's a lot of these things I feel like just being neurodivergent, like I can be late to stuff in general, and it's already a thing for a lot of places, or like I forget something, and then it's like, yeah, I'm not perfect, and I shouldn't. No one should have to like feel like they need to be. But I just feel bad, because I'm just like the live streams are like the one thing I can really call like my own from my heart, and I just don't want to not show up in the best way possible for it. It's already bad enough that I'm late most of the time, but I appreciate you guys being understanding about it too. Hello. Hello, hello. For those of you guys asking questions, I don't do pendulum questions on Mondays. I usually do for Tarot Tuesday, but now the Tarot Tuesdays are bi-weekly, so I'm not even doing the Tarot tomorrow. It's gonna be next Tuesday. So I'm sorry. I don't want to waste anyone's time. And if you end up wanting to like still follow me, and then if you want to join a live stream that I'll be holding next Tuesday as well, next Monday and Tuesday, then you can come in. But yeah, Tarot Tuesdays bi-weekly. I can't wait to do them weekly again, so it's not as confusing to explain to people. Uh, but yeah, it's just we'll see. I'm getting certain things together in my life still, so there's some kind of light at the end of the tunnel coming up. It's like one thing at a time, and time is like flying by. Okay, thanks, Shay. I appreciate it. I just still feel bad though, cause I know. I think like Dukes was like worried. He like messaged me like afterwards. He was like, "I saw you canceled the live. Is everything okay?" I'm just like, oh my god, I don't want to worry people either, but I'll tell you guys that story more like at the end today. But yeah, we could start doing breathwork now. Oh wait, sorry. Opening messages. Let's do an opening message with a different card since I still have these cards up from like last week. I don't know if anyone, by the way, just a little reflection since I'm not doing Tarot Tuesday tomorrow, but I don't know if anyone has seen the number 9999 and 7777 or seen a lot of nines and sevens. If so, let me know because that'd be cool to know if that resonated somehow. Um, the keyword is self belief. The other one is realistic. So you don't really need to know which one's which, but well, actually, yeah, I think it's helpful. So if you see the number 7 or 777, if it comes up a lot throughout the next week, um, I would say that remember that it's a reminder for you to have self belief. And then if you see 999 or 9999 or just a bunch of nines anywhere back to back, and I think that's giving a sign of like to have achievable goals, try to have realistic goals is what you're looking for, and going for this next week there could be just things that challenge you having self-belief within yourself. And it's funny because as I took this deck out, this card of self-belief is at the bottom, so I love that. So extra confirmation, just know that we are strong and we're literally here as spirits, souls experiencing the human experience. Like our willpower, our drive is the soul, and it's in this physical body. We're soul, we're spirit first, and we're human second. It still matters, but it's just saying for us to remember that we really are resilient and we can get through anything. So let's see. Let's pull a angel wisdom card as a theme for this week as well. And I think I'm gonna take a picture of it and also add it into the Alchemist channel on my Instagram along with this whole tarot spread. I know I didn't get to do that yet. But I think I'll just tie it in together. Oh, that's hilarious. I just shuffled it and literally said self belief again, which was like literally at the bottom of the deck. You guys saw me shuffle it, right? So that's funny. Okay. Well, I'm gonna read it for us. So I don't know if anyone knows, like maybe someone looks like this. I don't know. They don't have to really look like that, but maybe it's like representing some kind of strength within any of us physically. Maybe some of you guys work out, or maybe you know someone that looks they do look like that and they're muscly. Maybe they have their hair like gelled back or something to the side. I don't know. He's giving me like Ian Somerhalder vibes or whatever, but okay. So maybe this is someone's spirit guide or their angel. That could be. All right, so an affirmation that comes with it says, I am brave and I choose to be the architect of my life. So you can say it with me one or two more times. I am brave and I choose to be the architect of my life. And it says, the angels ask you to claim your power. This will lead you to fulfill your dreams and create the life, relationships, and abundance that you deserve and long for. When your self belief is strong and your faith in your abilities is high, you'll easily hear and follow your intuition. So I feel like maybe right now a lot of us could be having some kind of doubt. Like within the collective, we could be doubting um I don't know, we could be going through like certain kinds of challenges that may be having us doubt just like how much we can stand anymore, with certain kinds of situations, circumstances. And let me know if that resonates with you, if you are one of these people that feel this way. I can admit that the past week I have sort of felt that way. And I even cried like two different times. And life is such a cycle. It's like even those of us who have like the strongest willpower, like there's gonna be moments where we're gonna feel weak too. And I feel that those moments show us something, something about our life that needs to change and maybe a different way to handle things. And I don't have it all figured out by any means. And I think if anyone's claiming to, I don't know, you might have to question their legitimacy. Unless I don't know. Not even the gurus I feel like have it all figured out at times. Like it's like they do but don't at the same time. Like I don't know. It really depends on their level of awareness. But we're all like on this journey together. I don't know when my nose feels itchy. Like I feel like this happened like last Tuesday. Out like wiping my nose a lot. I don't know if that is like some kind of spiritual sign too in some kind of way. It's interesting. It's like usually it seems to be like the left side, but I just felt like bringing it up because I'm like, you know what? Like I do feel a little random tickle, like on my left nose, and it's not like I have a cat anymore, so it's not like cat here. But to me, that's interesting. Um, I don't know. That could be a spiritual sign, and I think I want to look that up too. But aside from that, just to wrap up the self belief part, I feel like it's really diving into these situations that happen. And if I'm even reflecting on like today as well for myself, it's like no matter what choice you choose to make, know that you can get through it and it'll just regardless, it'll show you what you need to do going forward. And if you still don't see the answers, it's like, things happen as patterns. So it's like you might keep going through the same thing until you see the answer. But I feel that if you really believe, like, okay, you can tell yourself this, like, I know that I'll find an answer. The answer will be right in front of me, even just saying, like, hey, my dear high vibration spirit guides, please show me the answers clearly, and I'm saying this right now and I'm like starting to get goosebumps. So I think that's something I do need to say more personally. I think you guys can see it probably better on Instagram. I don't know. My hair be standing up every random times. But I feel like that is something I need to like say out loud. And maybe you can say it right now, like, hey, hi vibrational spirit guys, please show me clear answers. Let me have a clear answer. Maybe be specific. Say, give me a clear answer within a week, within a day or two, and then just allow yourself to be open to what comes in. And I'm saying this for myself as well. Like all of us, we're in it together. So, and I think sometimes the answer is like what we're sort of like, not, it's like sometimes the most obvious thing, but we're like avoiding it. And maybe part of like for me, like with this live stream, maybe part of the answer could have been like, all right, let go of that last delivery, cancel it, and just come home. Or maybe it was like, it doesn't have to be that. I'm just saying, exploring the options, all the different paths of it. The fact is, I already did the delivery and I'm already here now, right? So it's like maybe it could also be, you are strong, you persevere, like be proud of yourself that you did that extra delivery. And, even though it was a lot going on in the moment I was doing the delivery. Even the woman was afraid for me too. She was like, there's a lot going on right now outside. Like, I just want to make sure you can get to your car okay. And I was just like, okay. Like, thank you. I appreciate that. Like, so it was good to know like another woman was just like looking out for me. So yeah, I just feel that maybe it's even more that. Maybe it's not so much like, okay, give up on what you're doing, don't do it. Like if you're feeling drawn to doing something, you're already doing it, then just keep going, and just keep reminding yourself to just slow down if you have to and that everything's gonna be okay. And bring your focus to what just keep reminding yourself to bring your focus to what is working out rather than what's not working out. Just keep staying focused even if you don't want to think of like the positive thing, you think that's cheesy, just try to stay focused on like what the mission is at hand, no matter what, even if you're stressed out, just trying not to go to a negative place with it, okay, as much as you can. So yeah, that's what I wanted to share. I know this was a bit of a long intro. It's been 25 minutes. Jeez, time is flying. And I wanted this to be shorter too. So maybe I just really need to like rant, honestly. So let me know if anyone else is feeling that. Oh, you thought I was overwhelmed? Yeah, I was overwhelmed. I'm still overwhelmed in a way. There's just so much going on. But that's okay. That's why we're here, right? So okay, so what we're gonna do, this is actually our breathwork music playing, so um uh, okay. So we're gonna do, just double checking here. I'm gonna do the same music as last week just because we're gonna do 2 rounds of 4 count breathing, 4 counts in, 4 counts out. In, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now keep cueing us, and then we'll do double speed. All right. So together, and say like if Ninkwai is doing this like while dyeing her hair, then you can do it more softly, just in case, don't want you getting dizzy, but it shouldn't be anything that's too crazy. All right, so let's do this. You can sit back in your seat. Oh, I didn't even light my incense. I think I need to do that though. Honestly, I'm feeling that. I'm gonna light the rose incense right now. That's what I want to do. I'm gonna play the music again just to let it there be something in the background. Oh, yeah, you hear the beat of the song. If this is something you're watching back after it's live and you need that reminder or you haven't done this before, then just hearing the music, you hear in, 2, 3, 4, and it's out, 2, 3, 4. Okay, then this is our like rest song. All right, so I'm just lighting this again with the intention of having love in our hearts for ourselves. I know last time we did Ho'oponopono, which is a very heart-centered meditation. I think today we're just going to keep it more simple. So I'm lighting this up and spreading this energy around. All right, awesome. Okay, and now you can sit back in your seat or lay down if you're ready. I'm going to guide us through 2 rounds of our breath work, and then we're just going to dive straight into meditation part as well. Okay, take a big deep breath in. Exhale all the way out. Resetting all the way out, giving yourself room. In 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, all the way out. 2, 3, 4, all the way in. 3, 4, all the way out. 2, 3, 4. Keep counting. In and out. Nice and steady. In and out. Let's get ready for double speed. 3, 2, 1. In for 2. Out for 2. In for 2. Out for 2. In and out. In and out. Good. Take a really big deep breath all the way in. Pulling in with as much force as you can, holding, squeezing your abdominals in, squeezing tight and setting this energy up from the base of your spine to the crown of your head. Connecting to all of your 7 chakras, from the roots all the way to the crown. Maybe you bring your palms to your heart, just holding on this in breath for 1 minute. Relax the shoulders, but keep that chest full of air. Maybe imagine this air that fills the chest. It's this beautiful light energy that connects you to the source itself, which is embodied within you as well. A specific version of source. And then exhaling out in 3, 2, 1. Good. We're gonna get ready now for round 2 of this breath work. In 3, 2, 1, go. In 2, 3, 4, all the way out. 2, 3, 4. You get the rhythm. Keep going. In, all the way out. And in, out. 2, 3, 4. And in, 2, 3, 4. And out. Let's get ready for double speed. 3, 2, 1. In, 2, out, 2. In, 2, out, 2. Keep going. Breathe deeply. In, out. Do 3 more. One last one. Squeeze everything tight just for a moment here. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Exhale all the way. Allow yourself to be empty of the breath, relaxing. Relax your shoulders. Relax your jaw. Holding on this out breath, breath retention. Just relax. It's the present moment. Letting go of any thoughts, anything from before the breath work, anything that you have to do after, and just be here with the now. 30 more seconds. Melt into your moment. Just be. Very good. Give about 10 more seconds. And 3, 2, 1. Take a big deep breath all the way in. Maybe a little bit more. Squeezing everything tight. Maybe bringing your gaze between the brows. So if your third eye chakra is activating here. And then exhale all the way. Good. Let's together take 3 more inhales, and we'll do slow exhales out the mouth like you're breathing through a straw. Breathe all the way in. Slowly breathe it out. And again. Not rushing it. Exhale out. One more time. Good. Returning to your natural breathing in and out the nose. Maybe at this point your palms are on your lap, or maybe you have the palms together. Maybe you put them in a specific mudra, doing Gyan Mudra, with the fingertip and thumb touching, or you do the Om Mudra, with middle finger and next finger touching thumb. Just allowing yourself to be and breathe in this present moment. Just noticing simplicity and allowing yourself simplicity. Letting yourself know that not everything has to be complex. But in this moment, you can embrace simplicity. Just noticing the temperature of your breath. Noticing the rise and fall of your chest and belly as the breath moves through you. Allowing yourself to enjoy this present moment. Not judging yourself, not judging how you're breathing, how you're sitting. Just accepting. Because acceptance is a form of pure, unconditional love that we can give ourselves and others. Acceptance. Even if we disagree with each other. So in this moment, as you've allowed yourself to slow down the mind, even if it's just by a little bit, slow down the heart rate, just allowing yourself to breathe slowly, slow and deeply, allowing your breath to be gentle. As you do this, bring to mind the idea of love. Love. Notice what that feels like. Just thinking of that word without attaching to any stories, even situations that may not have worked out where you wanted love. Just let yourself be with the concept of love itself. Like you're observing it in your mind's eye. Maybe as you bring your gaze in between the brows, you envision this ball of light that represents the color of love. Feel free to repeat the word love as many times as you need to within your mind, like a mantra. It's going to be our keyword today, our mantra. Love, love, love. Are there specific colors that remind you of love? Is there a specific feeling that you feel in your body? Maybe you can't help it, but you think of a situation, and that's okay too. That comes through naturally. As long as you're not thinking about anything from the past, that's like negative. Just allow yourself to think of love and what reminds you of love. Even just anything that you may come up with to maybe seeing the world in a brighter place. Maybe people are happier, going forward, doing jobs. Maybe it's things that they actually love to do. Maybe it's you doing what you love to do, your passions, letting out your creativity, helping people. I invite you to dive into this space, really seeing love, really see it. Connect to that space. Still breathing deeply. Breathe in the sensations of love into your heart. Maybe it helps you feel safe, sense of safety. Maybe love feels warm and tingly in your chest. Maybe it brings a smile to your face and makes you giggly. Soak into love. It's what we all want to experience and desire. Even if it's not romantic love, just sense of fulfillment in our lives. It's a sense of self-love, right? So here's another few breaths with that feeling. Maybe you bring your hands to your chest, to your heart center, if you haven't already. And you can rub the palms together in a circular motion just to build more of that heat and more of that energy to a focused place, and intentionally setting it and bringing it more life. So your palms feel hot, and you separate them if you haven't already, and you just place the palms over that heart center. Maybe you're even telling yourself words of affirmation, telling yourself, I am worthy of love. I am an embodiment of love. Maybe you tell yourself, I love you, right? Maybe that's what you need to hear. Could be all three phrases. And just holding yourself in this space gently. And when you're ready, I invite you to ask yourself a question to dive a little deeper into this love. Ask yourself, what is one thing I can do to bring a little more love to myself every day going forward? What is one more thing that I can do to bring more love to myself every day going forward? Again, what is one thing I can bring to myself to experience more love every day going forward? What is that for you? And maybe you, for a moment here, just don't put a limit on what that is, you know? Maybe you tell yourself, I want to travel more. That's how I want to show myself more love. Like traveling every day may not be exactly the most realistic, right? Every day. But there's a way that can actually happen, right? Maybe it's not an airplane flight every day, but maybe you can actually literally physically travel with your own 2 feet in your neighborhood. You walk around every day and take a walk, even if it's just 5 minutes. So shooting big with our goals here and what we can do to show ourselves more love, and then seeing if there's a way to narrow it down, for us to make it more accomplishable immediately, more immediately in our lives, more obtainable. Just allowing yourself to see and envision an avenue of this coming true, of being able to do it, having a sense of self resilience that helps you to create this new habit, or maybe it's returning to a habit. Take another few breaths here in this space. One more time, answering what is one thing I can do to show myself a little more love every day going forward. And just allowing yourself to feel a sense of hope and a lightness, with that love, feeling that love, with this being a possibility, that goal is a possibility that exists because you thought of it, something that happens in a timeline, and you can choose to tap into that timeline just as much as you can choose not to tap into that timeline, and that's different, right? I invite us to plant this goal as an intention, a seed within our hearts. Let's take a big deep breath all the way in through the nose. Maybe you're squeezing the pelvic muscles and you send this energy up again from the base of the spine, coming all the way up to the top crown of your head. Pause there for a moment. And then see the seed plant within your heart as you exhale, allowing it to settle, allowing it to grow on its own. Allowing yourself to just let go of expectation of how your goal needs to show up. And just feeling good about the fact that you set the intention in the first place, that it's possible, and that's just the first step to all of this. I invite you to feel good simply because you deserve it. Just take another big deep breath in and sigh out. If you'd like to, you can keep your palms on your heart, or you can have your palms back onto your lap. And I invite us all to wrap up our practice by seeing if we can summon up a fire within our belly, within the solar plexus, allowing it to rise up. Actually, not even from the belly, but I'd say maybe the sacral chakra, where our sense of creativity comes from, and even the sexuality there. You can transform your sexual energy to creativity. Allowing this energy, this fire to rise up to the heart chakra. See the inner flame within grow. Your life force. Your ability to be resilient through this life force. Maybe sit in awe of how powerful you just really are. Just allowing yourself to be gentle with yourself for the remainder of this time. Maybe you even ask your highest vibrational spirit guides and angels to give you the power, the resilience to continue even stronger for what you believe in, for what your goals in life are. You ask your highest vibrational spirit guides to help you stay in your heart center as much as you can, and most especially with yourself, to be able to continue forward with loving actions, decisions for yourself, loving thoughts. Please help me stay in my heart center. Please help me have my loving thoughts, stay in loving thoughts. Asking that with intention, and just knowing that with it being set out into the world, with your mind even focusing on it, know that the universe is holding that request, and that it will show you. And we just have to stay clear and receptive to seeing the messages. So when you're ready, you can rub the palms together one more time. Actually, we have one more time after this, but you can separate those palms, bring them over your eyes, open and close them under the palms, and then our last time, you can close your eyes, bring the palms together, rub them again. Just closing up this meditation, just setting that intention into our own palms here, and now we're gonna spread it all over our body. Separate the palms and rub it over your face and head to the base of your neck, shoulders down the arms to the chest, upper back to lower back, hips, thighs, knees, shins and calves, ankles, heels, all the way down to the soles of the feet and tippy toes. And you now just spread all this energy, all this intention all over your body. And then when you're ready, you can gently blink your eyes open. And welcome back into your present moment. And welcome back. Take your time opening your eyes if you had them closed. And thank you so much for popping in today, for being here. And if you have a moment to share, I would love to hear, what your reflection was. What's the one thing that you can do for yourself to show up more with love? One thing you can do to show yourself more love and act with more love every single day going forward. Um, Feel free to share, what was the very first thing you thought of, and did you have to change it? Did you have to modify it? And if no one wants to share, that's fine as well. Definitely no pressure, but talking about it and sharing that energy out into the universe can definitely make it more powerful. And you also just never know how you can inspire someone. So I love to encourage others to share with, especially what's in your heart, since we're doing a heart meditation. And I can start at least to set the stage here if anyone is typing, or if they need, a little extra encouragement they want to share. So for me, the very first thing that came into my head, and I ended up staying with it, was meditating. Because I've been wanting for like the longest time to meditate for an hour a day, and just due to how my life is, I haven't really gotten, I guess, uh, the easy ability to feel like I can meditate for an hour every day. Can I? Absolutely. Of course, it would take perhaps sacrificing some other things that I could be doing in order to do that. So I narrowed down, and for me, I narrowed down to, okay, like, I was thinking like, okay, let's do maybe like 30 minutes. I could do 30 minutes a day. Like I used to. I used to do 30 minutes. Now what I do every morning is breath work, and I don't really get to sit to meditate afterwards. I used to just go straight into meditation or breath work and then meditation, and now it just feels like, okay, I don't really have time to meditate itself and just sit and be and breathe or visualize as much other than with these live streams, which it's what makes it so important to me that I do them because it helps me also get into the practice of can always continuously practice teaching it. But yeah, even then I also narrowed down. I was like, okay, I really wanted to do an hour. If I can't do that, then I should just do 30 minutes. That might be more realistic. And then I was like, but even 30 minutes, like I might not, I don't know. Like I feel like I have time to do it, but who knows? There could be some pressing things since I am going through some pressing stuff right now. It may feel like I don't have time to do that. So then I was like, you know what? Like I can do 10 minutes, right? 10 minutes. 10 minutes every day. I can at least do that. Aside from the live stream. So tonight I would like to challenge myself to just sit and meditate as well and do a guided meditation. I think would be helpful for me at this current point in time. Just to get into a certain headspace. Because once I go for the day, my mind keeps going and I'm just doing a lot, and I'm needing a little assistance myself, even at being just human being instead of human doing. So yeah, feel free to share. Um, hello. See someone on TikTok, Maru. Hello. Oh wait, oops. Okay. There was a few comments actually that I missed. Oh wait, I think it was just two actually. There was a lot of questions. I'm sorry, Mabu. I'm not answering pendulum questions right now. I'm sorry, I don't want to waste your time, so I'll just let you know that. There's someone else named Chosen. Ooh, High Priestess, Goddess, Chosen. I love it. Oh, follow back. I'm gonna follow you back. I think I remember your icon from like last. I don't know. It wasn't last week. 'Cause I didn't do it last year. I think it was 2 weeks ago. You said codependency and loving myself more, and I need to meditate. I feel like, I think we've all gone through some codependency things throughout our life, and, you know, don't feel ashamed for that. I don't know if you do, but I'm just saying that, just in case you do. And yeah, we definitely all need to love ourselves a little more. And I think a lot of what's going on within the collective is reflecting that back to us. So, I hope you were able to come up with at least one thing you can do. It could be as simple, literally, as like drinking a cup of water every, before you go to bed every single night. Maybe you're like, I need to drink more water. Well, let me drink a cup of water. That's still self love because I mean, water is like needed throughout our body for so many different things, not just for if you're thirsty. It's to help lubricate your joints too. Staying hydrated in that way helps do that. And then I believe also helps the transportation of minerals and vitamins through our body as well. But don't 100% quote me on that. I'm probably thinking of fat itself. Um, but water is helpful for a lot of things. We're made of 70% water too, right? So water is just like a healing thing for us. We can communicate with water and do healing with water, and it's a beautiful thing. Um, But anyway, that's just like an example, right? So it's like one simple thing can be turned into something deeper and complex if you choose for it to. And or you can just stay with the simple meaning of it as well. And let's see, I think we have Shay. We have Shay here on YouTube. And let's see what she's saying. Oh, she just said thank you. Absolutely. Thank you too. Thanks for popping in. I appreciate you. And yeah, you know, maybe it's having boundaries. Maybe we need to like have a little more boundaries for maybe we say yes all the time to someone if they ask us like, "Hey, can you help me with this? Can you do this for me?" But maybe we need to say no a little more. and that's self-love too. So there's so many things. I'm gonna give us another moment, if anyone wants to share a reflection, and if not, that's totally fine as well. Give us another minute. But just to like wrap us out, sort of want to share a story time, but let me pull an affirmation as well. I'm like itching my arms, like, oh my goodness, I just don't be giving any F's now. Okay, I'm saving this card 'cause I think it was from last week's tarot, so I'm like, it's okay. I'm just gonna keep it there. Do. I'm gonna pull an affirmation as well, an affirmation of the week. I know we had affirmation with that self belief, angel wisdom card, but I'm gonna pull another one. Well, this isn't the affirmation of the week that we usually post online, but for the live streams, it's like bonus, So like maybe you can have multiple affirmations, that you think of or you write down by your headstand. And this affirmation says, I have the ability to create my own authentic energy. I have the ability to create my own authentic energy. So if there is any energies of like codependency, or distrust, or maybe there is like a disbelief in oneself, I feel like this is connecting to the self belief card, because it's like maybe certain people, I don't know why I'm just feeling that it could be certain, well, usually it is, I think that ends up creating this, right? It's usually interactions with people that can make us feel like we don't have belief in ourselves or something, and I don't know if it has to do with a job or just like a group of old friends or something. um I mean, sometimes it's even family, right? Just growing up with certain kinds of family dynamics. But just know that you have the ability to strength to create something that lasts. I feel like your own authentic energy is something that you can call your own. It's something that money can't buy. Your authentic energy is something that money can't buy. And that's something I actually wanted to post, like, I think, like, on Instagram. I'm going to start putting like affirmations. I saw actually that I saw this. I think I got this somewhere. I can't remember from what. It might have been from like an interview someone was having. But I was like, I want to make that as an affirmation. Like something money can buy. Your authenticity is something that money can't buy. And I feel like, know that you have the ability to create something like that. Something that is so real. It's your own essence. And sure, your own essence will be able to create visible things that, maybe money will be needed for to buy it or something. But I think that's what I appreciate about these live streams personally, is that like it's something that money can buy. You know what I mean? Like it's like the live streams I can share myself and my thoughts, my views and inspirations, and give you guys relaxation, right? Like from just the tap of my own fingers. And it's like you don't have to buy it, and that's what I love about the live streams, and like why I keep doing it, as consistently as I do, because it's something that's authentic for me. I don't have to buy YouTube in order for me to like do it, and you don't have to buy it. And that's what I love about it. And I know life isn't as simple as that. We also, right now, are living in a time where, like, you know, so much about money, I feel like, is just being questioned. And, like, so many people are just like, fuck money. We don't need money. Like, why do we have to pay money for all these different things that just should be our right to have them? And then there's other people that are like, well, if you build a relationship with money, then it'll be, you'll have a better time with it. Um, it's so interesting. It's so strange. It's like you can know you deserve money too, but then it's like somehow you can have a hard time with it in your lifetime. I don't know why I feel like talking about this right now. Money. I feel like because I just feel like authenticity and money. I mean, the concept of like what money can bring you versus what your own authentic energy can bring you. I just feel like maybe the collective is at odds with that right now. And maybe we need to like live our lives in a specific way where, it can just feel authentic and we don't need to rely too much on like the materialism of money. that the materialism that may not feel authentic. And I think that's still a puzzle that even I'm trying to figure out, right? I mean, it's sort of kind of like I've been talking about intentional communities, and I still got I've looked, I have a little list of like, well, just two intentional communities around my area, but there's options though, and I just feel like, um, it definitely means like changing your lifestyle and changing certain things that allow you to feel authentic on a daily basis, feel self love within yourself on a regular basis. Because the system that we live in doesn't make it easy to do that, for the majority of us, unless you're like the 1%, or honestly, I was gonna say unless you're rich, but I feel like the rich are the 1%. So it's just, yeah, that's sort of like what that is. Um, but some people are like, middle class and they can afford the things that they need too, but they still see the suffering around them or certain things are getting affected for them too. So it's like, I don't know. Um, I think it really does depend, right, on what we want to do. It's not gonna be one size fits all, and maybe we should consider, sacrificing a bit of cushiness to live more authentically. And I think that it really does depend on the person. Me personally, I would rather be living more of a humble life, not a bunch of fancy cars and needing a mansion or some big house, but it's just like simplicity. I want peace, and I just want to be able to create art and be myself, And I used to want, a big cushy, and I want a nice fancy look like kind of house kind of thing. And I'm just like, do I really need that? No, I think I would rather just be in touch with nature and connect with like agriculture and then have that knowledge and pass that down, There's just so much I've been questioning the past year, 2 years to 3, 4 years. I'd say the past 3 years. Um so Yeah, it's a journey. It's for sure a journey. And, it's okay to start over. It's okay to do different. And if you change your mind, you can go back to, grinding, right? Because that's not going, I don't know if that's going anywhere for a while, but maybe we all should be thinking about doing something different. And that's okay. But yeah, just end the rant. I wanted to end that rant, and if you liked that affirmation, I have the ability to create my own authentic energy. These are what we call candy cards. I make them with my best friend. Sorry, these were like the very first like kind that we ever made. So there's like a little line on the edge, but the cards that are actually printed do not have this line. It's just because I was like, I'll just keep the deck to have it. Um, yeah, that's not the case when we sell them, but yeah, KandiCardz, they have like a barcode. It leads to like our link tree and stuff, and you can hand them out to people at like events, festivals, rave events specifically. That's what they're made for. But it can be anything. You can be anyone. You don't have to go to raves. If you like dancing, if you like music, if you just love good vibes, good energy, and encouragement, and some bold affirmations too. We have some with curse words. So it's like, yeah, if you like that, check it out on our Etsy. Like, I have the link in the description. You can save it and just favorite it, heart it for now. If you don't want to buy it, and that's fine. But like, I feel like the words that we say in our mind really are, it's going to be really key going forward. Like, it already has always been, but even more so now, because we're going through a spiritual warfare. And I know some people could be like, what are you even talking about, spiritual warfare? um there's things beyond what we can even imagine that could be happening behind the scenes, right? And I think there's just so much, like, human beings, like, there's so much to this reality that we don't even perceive as we're in this body. Like, we only see like we see less than 1%. Alarm going off, I'm sorry. I hope that didn't pause too much, but us as human beings, we can perceive less than 1% of the electromagnetic spectrum, which equals also our colors in the light spectrum. So just imagine all the things, all the miraculous things that as human beings we aren't able to experience and see with our own eyes, And but then we can feel so much, you know? You can feel things even when the words aren't even said, or when someone isn't even in front of us. And that's why there's just so much to life more than we realize. And I don't know if anyone saw the movie Disclosure Day. I didn't get to see it yet, but I've already been like I already know about stuff like that. But I'm just curious to see the movie too. The idea of like multidimensional beings, extraterrestrials, and things. There's just so much to life, more than we can realize. We're not the only sentient beings, and this for sure is not the first lifetime for many of us who are here now. You know, so that's just what I wanted to share. There's just so much to life. Um, and yeah, I hope my spiel inspired you guys in some way, shape, or form. If you took anything from tonight, let it be that you are authentically you, and know that that has a strength to it. Okay, that has a superpower to it. Yeah. Uh, any other thoughts for anyone else? That was supposed to be me wrapping up, but I think I just like ranted for like 10 minutes, honestly. Oh shoot! Wait, Nicholas popped in here. Oh wait, Nicholas said, "Please share." Yeah, thank you so much. Oh, oh my God, I didn't share with you guys what happened last week. Yeah, a little story I could tell you too, but wait, let me make sure I look at all the comments that you said. All of these have saved me more and more by the week. Yeah, that makes me happy. Always on the divine timing. Hell yeah. Yeah, you're always on the divine timing. You pop in at the exact right moment. And thank you, High Priestess Chosen. Feel free to let me know your name. Is it Mia? I see Mia Sweets 85. I don't know why does it look like I have multiple different names and whatnot. Thank you so much. Scorpio. Oh, I see. Miss Mysterious. I like Scorpios. I used to think I didn't back in the day because I just had a one person who just like I don't know. She just made me not feel good about myself, and I think it's because she saw herself in me, and she happened to be a Scorpio. But then I connected with so many other Scorpios afterwards, and it's been like a good challenge. And I realized that Aquarius, I'm an Aquarius, so Scorpio and Aquarius people, we're more similar than we realize. Like we're two of the most misunderstood zodiacs in the charts, in the zodiac chart, and it's like I think loyalty is a really big thing for us for sure, and we can be unforgiving, or or at least like we'll just never forget, even if we do forgive, kind of thing, and I don't know. I think we can be some intense signs. I feel like, but it's to me, it's in like a way that needs to challenge people and even ourselves, honestly. Um, let's see. Always okay. Not believing in others, maybe as well. Not believing in others. Wait, what do you mean? Like the for wait, I don't know why I thought of discernment when you said that. Discernment's a key thing too. I'm just gonna keep saying it every week. Have discernment. Um or people you thought you were friends at times, lol. Oh, okay. So self for like in terms of self-love, right? Yeah, sometimes I think self-love is also being able to practice discernment. I think there's so many components to self-love, it's not just like I'm taking a bath and or like I mean that's great. Like, us taking being able to have time, take a bath, paint our nails, get it done, get our hair did. That's all self-love, but then there's the other things, the actions and decisions that we make, the mindset we have about our daily life, and having discernment, of like, okay, do I want to give all my time to these people? And maybe you give them a little bit of your time, not too much time, and it's really tuning into your heart and seeing like what feels aligned in the present moment. um I don't know. I feel like I'm spitting thought after thought. Like I'm proud of myself right now. I feel so much better compared to when I first came into this live stream. I was a mess. I was just like, sorry, I'm late. But honestly, if I'm just allowed to be late, I feel like I create miracles. So it's just like I wish normal jobs would believe that, but no, they just want you on time because of like money and stuff, and they're worried about what their higher ups will also think if they let you slide, and it's just annoying. I just can't wait for our society to like really be done with the change. To be honest, like I can't wait for things to just feel more authentic within like the workforce. Like I'm doing this because it's like when we end up doing things we actually will enjoy, it's not gonna really feel like work, you know. But it will be a type of work just will actually feel aligned. Um let's see, Nicholas said you were talking about believing in yourself. Okay, self-belief. Okay, okay, I see. I think I see now. You said I can't completely remember. Okay. I think yeah, self belief in yourself, and maybe not full belief in others, but more like believe in yourself and your thoughts. You know, and not your thoughts actually. Wait, go with your heart more than your thoughts, because sometimes the thoughts that come into our mind are not our thoughts. And they're from like within the astral realm and stuff, and it could be other thoughts implanted into you. And I don't want to make it sound scary, but that's why it's good to learn discernment and like know what that feels like in your body, you know. And I think it's the most obvious when you feel heavy, but like, what does it feel like to really align with a thought, you know? And I think when I get goosebumps, and I'm feeling that right now, like I'm getting goosebumps. Like I always like to show you guys, 'cause I'm just like I don't want to just say it, and she's like, I don't want anyone to be like she's just saying that, but I actually am. Um, People can believe me or not believe me, but it's all up to you. But anyway, oh yeah, I ranted there, but I just want to let you guys know what happened last week for me, and I'm glad at this current point I feel different right now compared to how I was last week, and I just felt like a total failure. So I was like, you guys know I like to come onto the live stream, um, like after washing my hair and stuff, right? I like to be together, I like to come together for the live stream. So at that current time, I hadn't washed my hair in 2 to 3 weeks, which is not good, right? That was like not self care. That was not giving myself self love. Um, and it was difficult because it was like, okay, washing my hair is important to me. I also have a scalp condition, seborrheic dermatitis. So washing my hair once a week is like crucial for me to have to do. Otherwise, my head will get like itchy. But it wasn't getting itchy, and I was just like, okay, I have things to do, and it just felt like I didn't have time to do it. Like literally, it felt like I didn't have any time to wash my hair because all the things that have been going on for me. And then I was like, okay, well, my head is getting itchy now, and my live stream is later tonight. Let me wash my hair, and I got to that time where I was like, okay, I gotta do it now, and I literally was doing it ahead of time where it should have just took maybe 2 hours for me to do my hair, and then I would have been to the live stream in time, but um, it didn't take 2 hours. It was taking longer because my hair started like dreading into itself, and I wasn't going for dreads, my hair it just wasn't, naturally it wasn't like what it wasn't in the spots, it just wasn't going the way it was supposed to be going. Like I just wanted to wash my hair to tingle and wash, and then that just wasn't happening. So my hair started dreading. And so because of where it was dreading, I was like fuck, I guess like, I just gotta cut my hair because I kept trying to detangle and it wasn't happening. So actually, some of my hair is actually shorter than it was, and you guys may not be able to tell because it's tied up. But I actually had to cut so much of my hair off, and then I just started like crying because that's why I was like, I don't want to do the live stream. I'm like a mess right now. But I was just like, it looks so sad because I was like, I'm late for the live stream, and I'm in the shower, and I'm still like the conditioner's still in my hair, and I was just like, I don't know. Can I just like leave and like tie my hair up and then dry off, and then I was just like about to come back in the shower, and then I was just getting overwhelmed because ADHD, and I was just like, it's just too much. Like I don't know. I just felt like it was too much, and I just felt overwhelmed, and I wish I could just have been done. And then I was stressed because I was cutting my hair. I didn't want to cut my hair, but it was just so many things that were happening, and I just started feeling sad about that. Um, just about my life, honestly, not just the hair. It was like all these things I feel I'm behind on in my life, and all these things that I feel like are going wrong, and it's just like super stressful and challenging right now. All the legal things and landlord and possibly getting eviction, and it's just all these things. I was just like, I'm too mentally disabled for this. Like I'm too neurodivergent for this shit. and I just was like, I just need help, you know. And so I don't know. I since I was like bursting into tears, and I just definitely did not feel good vibes about myself at the time. I was like, I just can't do the live stream right now. Like, I don't think I can do it. So yeah, I just chose to be like, you know what? Like, I gotta let you guys know I'm not doing it tonight. So that's what I did. That was a choice I made, and it was in a way it was supposed to be self care for myself. So I chose that. Um, but I still felt bad because I was like, you know, this is the meditation would be the one thing every week I would be consistent at. And that was like one thing I couldn't even be consistent at in that moment. And that made me just feel like shit, you know? So, yeah, a lot of things were going through my head at that time. But I'm hungry. It's been like hours since I had a real meal. So, I'm gonna see what you guys said and then I'll pop off. And I thank you for everyone who's been sticking it out with the live stream. I appreciate you. And it's like, you know, you guys are what keeps me like consistent going forward. Oh, Dwayne. Oh wow. Wait. Um, Spencer, hey, what's up? How are you? Hey, Dwayne. Hearts. I'm good this week. Last week I was a mess. I was just describing it, so I think you got the gist of what I was saying. um, yeah, just there's a lot, but right now I feel good. I feel good that I did this live stream. I feel good that it technically gave me a chance to also hone in on self love and do breath work and calm my mind, my nervous system. Thank you guys. You keep me accountable as well. And yeah, how are you, Dwayne? How you doing? Also, Nicholas, let me add you as a moderator as well. I don't know why I forgot to do that. I thought you already were a moderator on YouTube, so okay. Nice to see you, Dwayne. I was thinking about you because I was like, oh man, I know we didn't get to have our phone call because we both our schedules were just doing things, and then a lot of things were ended up happening for me too. But maybe I think you and I could talk. Let's see, I have to wake up early. I have to try to wake up early, so maybe not tonight. But I think let's see, tomorrow's Wednesday. Oh no, tomorrow's Tuesday. Oh my gosh, time. I'm gonna call you. I think tomorrow night, Dwayne. Tomorrow or Wednesday. Let me know what's better for you. And let's see if you're available. Just let me know. And then let's see. We have Nicholas says, "At least you're true and authentic, open and real, admitting to your truths, being honest, etc." Thank you. And I think like that's just very core, especially if people are going to do live streams. It is good to be honest. You know, you don't want to be fake. You don't want to like lie. And as much as you can, you try to have your facts straight if you're going to be talking information too. And as much as the things I tell you guys, I let you know if I'm like, don't quote me on something, you know, like, but this is just something maybe you got channeled through or I heard from somewhere, you know. But there's things I feel definitively in my heart based on certain experiences. And I feel like it's a fact that we are multidimensional beings just based on certain things, certain interviews I've been watching and just like, my own experiences and just seeing like humans progress from like a state of like total chaos and like rock bottom and then they can like you know they can grow from that and they can come up from that and you know there's people out there like that. The journey's not the same for everyone. Hello, Shakima Anderson. I'm not answering pendulum questions at this time. I'm sorry. But I do Tarot Tuesdays and I answer them there, but every other Tuesday. So thanks for popping in now. I'm just wrapping up my meditation live stream. Oh, Nicholas said I was too. I felt like I needed the stream. Oh, you were feeling chaotic too? Oh my gosh, I think it's a lot of us within the collective. But I think because also you're a Leo rising, you and I are going through some similar things, so makes sense. We're here for each other with that similarity. Dwayne said, "Oh, you. Oh, okay. Okay. Do. You've been consistent, so no worries. Self care more important than anything outside of you. And thank you so much. I try, yeah, because if I feel like I'm not gonna be able to at least like go to my best for you guys, then I don't, I just don't know. And I haven't canceled often. It probably like canceled. I was like probably maybe the second or third time I've ever canceled since I ever started doing meditation live streams, which has been like what 2 years maybe now. So I think I guess I have room to do that. Fortunately, there's been nothing to really mod. Okay, that's good. Yeah, that's true. You never know. There could be weirdos and stuff, but I figure might as well at least. I'm excellent, and I thought Nick was already a mod. Yeah, I thought Nicholas was too. I'm confused. Yeah, I don't know what happened with that. That's strange. I was like, wait, I swear I did this before, but I don't know what happened. Maybe it glitched or something. I don't remember taking you off. Um, Tomorrow's cool. Okay. Yeah, 'cause I'm not doing a live stream tomorrow, so I think I should be able to call you a little bit there. Hmm. Oh, you checked out the Tuesday. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap up the TikTok one since I don't think I see any normal questions there. Oh, Shakima asked how I'm doing. I think she's or they're gone now. I don't know if it's a man or woman or non-binary. Ooh, I'm doing fine though. Okay, thanks everyone who's in here. I'm gonna wrap it up on TikTok so I can just end up wrapping up on YouTube. Much love. Bye to you guys. Okay, and then for you guys, oh wow, 5 new followers. Yay! That's nice. I'm gonna just bring us closer. Um, Play some other music too. You said you feel like you checked out the Tuesday afters chat because of the same reasons, feeling overwhelmed and stuff. That's understandable. Yeah, I think a lot of things would resonate for you. Um, that probably it takes a bit to like reflect on and stuff. And I appreciate you for always coming in and reflecting with me there when the live streams happen. Dwayne said, I want to say that was the second time. Oh, which is a great percentage. Okay. I'm glad you're keeping track because I don't know if I would be able to. I guess, oh, when I said 3 times, maybe I'm thinking of when I went to Hawaii as well. Like, I canceled that week, but that doesn't have to count, to be honest. I think overwhelmed times, yeah, I think there's only been two. So you're right on that one. Thanks for the correction. It makes me not feel as bad. Thanks. I don't have a cat. I'm sneezing now. Actually, I did want to look up. I'm curious. I want to see since my I would keep wiping. And I felt like a tickle of my left nostril. It's so weird. It looks like I'm doing like snow or something. But no, that's not what's happening. I'm just naturally high energy. Let me look up. I don't know who's gonna get that reference, but it's okay. If you don't know, then you don't know. Don't look it up. Let me see. Um, Spiritual meaning. Uh, to tickly left nose. Is there something to that? I don't know. Or am I just it's just something random. Left nose? I wonder. I know it's like if you have an itchy palm, that's something. But it wasn't really, I don't want to say itchy, but I guess sort of kinda. Yeah, emotions running high and all. Okay. Yeah. I think being a Leo rising can be so difficult because of just like the initial emotions that can come up too much. Twi- you retracted your own comment. Let's see. Spiritually, a tickle on the left side of your nose is often interpreted as a warning that someone may be gossiping about you or speaking unfavorably behind your back. Well, that's not cool. Alternatively, it symbolizes a spiritual awakening. Oh, alternatively. Okay, so another thing, it symbolizes a spiritual awakening of your intuition, suggesting you need to trust your gut instinct and discern between truth and falsehood. I feel like that sounds more right. I mean, if someone's talking shit about me behind my back, I'm gonna find out. That's a very an Aquarius thing of me to say, but I'm gonna know. I'm gonna know anyway. It also said Im- impending visitors. So many ancient superstitions suggest that itchy nose is an indicator that a visitor or unexpected guest is on their way to see you. That's interesting. Because I'm like, is it of the 3D realm or is it like a multidimensional being? Because I'm sort of hoping it's just the latter, honestly. Unfavorable gossip. Yeah, that was the other thing. Yeah, it is a left nose. It's just weird. Like since last week, when I would go into live, it's just I feel like wiping this nose or itching it. Um, heightened intuition in spiritual circles, nose twitching or tingling is tied to third eye chakra. Oh, it is viewed as a sign that your inner wisdom is awakening and you should rely on your instincts. Okay, and that was a key note of what I was saying was discernment and listening to your body for discernment as well. Not really as much of your thoughts. Not saying we shouldn't trust our thoughts at all, but it's like you want to go first with the feeling in your body kind of thing, your intuition, and then your thoughts should be secondary to help assist your heart and your body like with what's going on. Um, because sometimes like the mind it will just be subconsciously entrained, like ingrained, like with negative patterns and things from our past that can maybe make us distrusting when we may not need to be, or like when we have thoughts like about ourselves, like it could be like disbelief thoughts, right? And it's like, well, you know, sometimes the thoughts are one of the more like automatic things, but doesn't mean it's the most natural intuitive thing, right? So um also two more things. This says stress release. If this sensation occurs during meditation or energy work, energy practitioners often view it as a physical manifestation of stress releasing from the body. Interesting. Okay. Well, it was happening during, general meditation, but also when I was talking, I would say. So that's cool. So maybe I do feel less stressed compared to when I first started this. So, and it also says the nose of the soul, the quote unquote nose of the soul. In certain Christian traditions, the nose is viewed as a symbol of discernment, the ability to sniff out virtue, vice, or the presence of the Holy Spirit. Interesting. Okay. So yeah, that's cool. That's a good, chunk of like information there. One, two, three, four, five. Five different things depending on like maybe your own beliefs or your own spiritual religious um religions, religious practices. So it depends on the person. And if you have experienced that recently, let me know because that'd be cool to know. But yeah, okay, I'm gonna wrap this up so I can finally just like focus on eating and resting and whatnot. Um
Oh wow, was it wait, on TikTok it said great, you got point doubler times one. That's cool. Whoa. Point doubler. Wowie. Um yeah. That sounds interesting. I'm like, ooh, get random points on TikTok. Okay, thank you so much guys. He said I have to that's what shit talkers do. Shit talkers? Oh, and they wipe their nose or something? And then it's let's see. Have a wonderful rest of your night. Yes, wonderful rest of your night, Dwayne. Talk to you later. Yeah, talk to you tomorrow. I can talk to you tomorrow. I think that would be good. So we have a lot to talk about. Um, uh, yeah. Okay. Well, peace and one love, guys. I know Tarot Tuesday isn't tomorrow, but I will be posting the tarot cards that are here on this table in Alchemist channel on Instagram. And you can review them. You can even start tonight because I'll make sure I can do tonight soon after I eat this bagel. I promise I'm gonna do it. I'll try my best. I will do it. I got it. I want to clear this table. And I'll also share our angel wisdom card, the self-belief card for this week too. It'll just be tied in together. So yeah, all the meanings of the cards, everything will be in there. All right, guys. If you have any questions, message me on Instagram, and I'll try my best to get back to you as soon as I can. Peace and one love. We got this. We are strong and stronger than we realize. Bye, guys. Mwah.